What's going on, guys? Greg here. I got another video for you today. This is one of two sabers that I have done for the same customer. Both are Obi-Wan Kenobi sabers. This one is the episode 3/4 hilt. So let's get into it. This is a Korbanth K4 with a Nano Biscotti V4, clamp card activation. The black paint was left on the emitter per the customer's request, and then Darth Rio internal 3D printed chassis, 20mm bass speaker, and a recharge port in the pommel. So very simple saber, very, very nice. Before I get into it, this is a stand by Red 4 Customs. I partnered with him, I said it a couple videos ago, so he's done a couple of saber stands for me, and they're incredible, so you guys should check them out. That's one. Here's another one. They're dope. Okay. So, also, this is left loose. I always leave it loose because then if the customer wants to tighten it up, they can just throw a little bit of thread locker and you're good to go. Okay, so a couple things for operating for the customer. First of all, no blade plug, but if you want to get to the blade retention screws, you just unscrew this top piece. There you go. Blade retention screw, and then you can add a second one there if you would like. And then you just take this back up, and I usually just hold it by the top and then just spin the bottom. And then eventually it'll slide on, and you'll be good to go. You want to tighten it in place, but don't jam it too much, because if you rotate it this way, this piece will actually twist out, and you don't want to do that because, so I know that this is going to go tighter. There we go. And you don't want to do that because all the LED electronics are in the emitter, and if you start twisting that, you'll snap all the wires, and then you have to send it back to me, and that's never fun. So don't do that, okay? So, okay, if you want to get to the recharge port, you just need to take off the pommel, and always only the pommel, and I'll explain why in a second. So do not take off the booster section until pommel's off like this. So if you want to just turn on your saber, take off the pommel, kill key, pull it out, you'll be good to go. That's it. However, if you want to change your fonts, then you want to go in here, okay, like this, take the pommel off first, open up your clamp lever. This might slide, that's okay. And then you want to, and this is the tricky part with the Darth Rio chassis, is there's friction because it's such a tight fit between the inside of the booster and the chassis. So you want to hold the chassis, not the kill key, the chassis. And I usually put this up against my chest right now when I do that. I'm gonna try and lean forward so you guys can see it. So I put it up against my chest, and I just break that that bond, and you hold it with one hand, and then just twist. And by doing that, sorry for the loud screeches, it always does that. Sorry, shut up. Shut up. There we go. And so by doing that, this is now free. You can just keep your finger there and take that off and push out. Okay? And by doing that, you can have access to your SD card. You don't need to slide this in and out at all. That should be enough right there. It can move a little bit, but you honestly don't want to because of the way the wires are routed in here. The reason you have to be so careful is because obviously you can see how it's designed. This piece is so thin. And so you really don't want to overdo it or risk breaking anything, obviously. So then that's it. And then you can take this, put this back on here, slide this forward. Again, hold here with it up against your chest. And just hold, twist, 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 twist. Eventually, shut up. Fucking pain in the ass. Okay, when that's on, again, now you can take there, kill key out, put pommel back on, like we normally do. There we go. Locked in nice and well, close that. One thing I'm going to say is for the bubble strip, is what I ended up doing, because the bubbles leave little indents in the card, is what I did is I filled in each end bubble with epoxy, and so it's flat instead of having an indent. You'll know when you get it, you'll be able to feel it. So then that'll just fit right in. You fit it over, close it, and then by doing that, you can much easier to activate. So you can hear the feedback, which is what you want, obviously. Okay, and there you go. So this is on. It's on light meat. Yeah, maybe it's gray meat. So very responsive. Like I said, really nice saber. I'm going to show you how to cycle through fonts. You should know already because you have an biscotti, but just in case. First beep is mute. Mute. So you can do everything clash like normal. Cool. Press and hold to turn off. And then if you press and hold for 2 beeps, it'll change fonts. There you go. And then press and hold turn off. There you go. And then one more time for light meat. Oh, sorry. Previous one was light meat. This is gray meat. First one was dark meat. And there you guys go. It's a, like I said, really simple build. It's nothing crazy, nothing hectic going on. Just as I will repeat to the customer probably 3 more times before I send this to him. Just make sure that you take this off the right way. Rewatch the video if you have to. I know it's a pain, but like I said, it saves you from accidentally twisting the wires off, because no one wants to do that. So, like I said, Rick, thank you for your business, and I'm going to get your second saber revealed right now. And yeah, so I will talk to you guys later. Thanks.